So your teammate Julianna Pena again in the headlines. The last time we spoke about her after the training incident, you were very protective of the team and what happened with the training accident, the knee injury. I'm wondering are people getting the whole story with what happened to her? What the reports of what happened up in Spokane, or is there things that people don't know?
It's tough. It's something that the news reports are pretty accurate. Anything that's not reported is hearsay. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, there was some drinking involved. You're out on the bar scene. Stories aren't going to match up. You know what I mean? They're not going to connect anywhere. There's going to be two sides to the story, but somewhere in the middle is going to be the truth. So it's one of those things where Julie's a good person. People make mistakes. She's young. She's only 26 years old, and it doesn't define her as a person. This one thing, people are still forgetting that she's number 6 bantamweight female in the world. She's a phenomenal fighter, and people are going to screw up at some point. And sometimes it's unfortunate when people screw up that it makes headlines. You know what I mean? For me, my mistakes have flown under the radar. I'm not a perfect person. You know what I mean? And not as anybody in this room, everybody in the UFC. I mean, no one's perfect, but it's unfortunate that things unfolded the way that they did, and she'll become a better person for it. Peaks and valleys. You got to hit your lows to get to your highs. So I think she'll be all right.
Have you talked to her since the incident?
Yeah, I've talked to her. You know what I mean? And I feel bad because that night, that was the weekend I got home from Vegas, and she called me like, hey, she's like, I'm just in sweats. We should just go grab a drink or something. I'm like, yeah, I'm tired. I'm just gonna go to bed. And now it's like I almost feel kind of guilty because if I was there, it never would have happened. I would have just been like, we're out of here. Let's go. You know what I mean? It never would have happened if I was there. So. There's really not a lot I could say. The police reports out there, the news articles are already done and written and out there for the world to see. But pretty soon she's gonna have a fight and she's gonna beat someone up and everyone's gonna forget about this. So it'll all be all right.
As a friend and training partner of hers, how do you offer advice? What do you say to her to help her kind of come back from that situation?
It's tough. I haven't really spoken in depth with her about it. It was just kind of like, are you okay? Sucks everything's happening, and we touched on it a little bit, but when the wound's fresh, you don't want to really stick your finger in it, so it's like, let time kind of heal everything up a little bit, and then we'll talk, but she, like I said, she's an adult, and I'm only 2 years older than her. It's like, even if I have advice to offer, would I listen? If somebody's just a couple years older than me and they're trying to, this is what you need to do, Sam Cecilia's the only guy that will ever big brother me and tell me what to do, and I'll listen, but that's because I have that one person. I'm not that person to Julie, but I'm always there for her. I love her. She's my teammate. She's my friend. And, like I said, this doesn't define her. People are just forgetting that, everybody makes mistakes. You want to point the finger and be like, oh, she's so bad. She did this. It's like, cool. Tell me something you've done, because you're not perfect. You've made mistakes. The difference is she got caught because she's Julianna Pena. You know what I mean? So it's people just, I'm not going to tell people to let it go because it's kind of a consequence for everything that happened, but it'll all be over before you know it.